This is the Husaberg 501 FE from 2006 and it's the ultimate TET machine. Here's why. Legal off-road tracks are getting popular in whole Europe. Everybody is trying to get on them with their newest, cleanest machines. Not to forget anything, they put insane amount of weight on already insanely heavy bike. What is the result? They fail. I was there a few years back when I tried to off-road a KTM 1190 everywhere around. I was exhausted after 5 minutes, not to mention that I was scared to death to drop my bike. It changed 2 seasons back when I kind of got used to dropping the bike over and over. Low speed drops did nothing to the bike, few broken mirrors which you can change for folding, few scratches on crash bars, but that's okay. Last problem was getting it back up. With more than 200 kilos dry and close to 280 kilos of equipped machine, you are capable of lifting it maybe 4 times until your battery drains out completely and you find yourself staring at the drop thing, unable to get it back up. That was the moment when I realized there can be much more fun with lighter bikes. After serious research, I have found the ultimate machine, road legal Husaberg 501 FE from 2006. The Husaberg brand had been producing motorcycles from late 80s to 2014. In 1995 the brand was acquired by KTM and KTM retired it in 2014. The first models were known for their unreliability, but since 2003 with release of the new engine types with oil pump, reliability was no longer an issue. Moreover, these bikes share an insane amount of engine power with KTM's and Husqvarna's of that era, so the argument about expensive maintenance is not in the place. There are a lot of enthusiasts still keeping the brand alive and producing unique parts. You can find out about the history of the model on Wikipedia, but now let's get into it.
First, numbers. Let's compare these two beasts. Dimensions are almost the same, but look at the volume. The main difference dimension-wise is the seat height, which is 5 cm lower here on KTM. When we go further, there is 245 kilos of weight within KTM and only 128 kilos of Husaberg. Also, the tank is way smaller here on the yellow one, 9 liters versus the 23 liters on KTM. Transfer these into some relatives and you have a bit more power to weight ratio in KTM, but the feeling of ripping your hands off will be more present on the small one. That's why I decided to give it a try.
Buying a motorcycle designed to have a hard life from 15 years ago is not a very clever thing to do. But with a bit of luck, you can find some exceptionally well-maintained units for cheap. This was 1,999 euros, so let's have a look. The bike, by the time it was released, was one of the most advanced race bikes on the market. It is 4-stroke, 6-speed manual transmission, 21 and 18-inch wheels, which is standard for this type of bike. 501cc one-cylinder engine which is supposed to produce around 50 horsepower and with a weight of just around 110 kilos is the ultimate beast in the terrain. What else is good here? This bike has a liquid-cooled engine, which is an advantage while riding slow in high temperatures. It has, believe me or not, Brembo combined braking system, which means that every time you pull or push the lever, it brakes with both wheels. My favorite thing here is also the electric starter powered with lithium battery. There is also WP suspension, which is still widely popular brand known for producing high-end quality suspensions, used for example in all KTM models. Since this particular bike is road legal, it has more goodies, like the front and the rear light, horn and the indicators that are constantly broken from falling. Also, there is a digital cluster, and I have added a new mask and RAM phone holder, and bought this small phone from AliExpress for navigating, and it's just enough not to get you lost. You are definitely not risking putting your heavy phone on the handlebars. Also, Dakota units from Garmin has weak screens and they are not designed to withstand such strong vibrations. I have lost Dakota unit a few times during my rides and also lost one bigger phone. Body and electric system is the easiest and the most basic you can get. Sturdy frame, cheap durable plastic fairings and 9-liter fuel tank, which is enough for around 3 hours of abuse in the terrain. I have done around 80 hours on it already, and with a regular maintenance I have had no issues at all. Everything on this bike is the other way around. The chain is on the right hand side, exhaust is on the left hand side, motor starter is also on the right hand side of the bike and the clutch is on the left hand side. And this all adds to the uniqueness of the bike. There are some disadvantages. The tank is not big enough for a full day trips, so you have to carry an extra fuel. There is absolutely no place to put anything on it, so the basic luggage will be challenged. My plan is to fit all in the backpack. There is also no key, so you can basically run up to the bike, start it and go away. There are parts that are expensive, and when you won't do the regular maintenance, you will end with unrepairable bike. And the best thing, already mentioned, picking up this bike is as easy as it can be. Maintenance-wise, tires are cheap. There is only 1 liter of oil in the engine, 1 liter of coolant, 10 euro air filter under the tank, and that's it. If you can do the basics at your garage, you won't really need a mechanic. Riding with Hülseberg is much fun. With the right tires you can go from deep mud to the hardest rock terrain. It feels kind of uncomfortable on the road with an enduro wheels, and you can go up to 130 km per hour. But why to do that? The road is not where it belongs. If you're more of a road rider, you can go with supermoto version of this, which has slightly different specs and smaller wheels. Right now the bike is ready for a regular inspection to prove its road legalness, so it's pretty clean and everything works. But right after that we are planning to go for a trip to Romania to compare the enjoyment of the ride on a big enduros and on these small machines. You can watch a fail video of the last year in the link somewhere in this video. So that was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you do, please give me thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, ride safe, and see you in the next video. Peace.